Welcome everybody, it's tractorchute here with all that excitement of the 3 games that have just been casted. I figured why not do a 4th? I need myself some feeding of bronze and silver. In the lower left hand corner, it is the man playing as the red Terran. It is Rastaa. He will be your silver man. In the upper right hand corner, it's the bronze hero. It is Cake for Team Copper. Cake will be playing as our blue Protoss. It will be a PVT, and we will pull up the APM tab to prove it. 21-5. Apparently, Rasta's moving a little bit ahead of his game here. Nice little 22 APM. Meanwhile, Cake at the other end there, he's just sitting back. He's relaxing. He's going to send a probe out here. Probe's going to go down here. Looks like he's going to plant the pylon on the lower ground. Very well done there. Looks like he is setting up to get the expansion out there. Opponent, in the meantime, setting up with the standard wall off. Very well done there. I will also tell you, we do have a new submitter from what I can see here. He will be submitting his game, so I might get around to it. We'll see what happens. Also have a 2v2 going in the realm here. Lots of games here. You know, you ask for games in the day, and all of a sudden everybody starts kicking them out left, right, and center. So it should be fairly interesting. I appreciate all the replays that get sent in. Remember to send them in the tractorchute@gmail.com. If you could label them with a little bit of a description, definitely very, very helpful as opposed to having the map name. Yes, Cake, I'm talking to you. So Cake is getting a pretty good wall off. I like to see that wall off. Out of anybody in lower leagues, I do like to see what you can tell that they're definitely picking it up. Like, that's a very good wall. He's got the pylon, he's got the forge, and he's got the gateway on it here. And he doesn't quite block that off here. Not quite enough there. So he will let the SCV in the base here. SCV is going to get up here. Well, he will see no early gas is basically going to be the intel he's going to pull out of this here. So he will get in there, chrono boosting out the probes at the same time. Very well done by Cake. In the meantime, there, Rastaa finishing up with that barracks here. And he is also mining some gas, getting second gas down. So look to get himself out a possible reactor or tech lab nice and early here. We'll soon find out. And he does send him back. There you go. Get back to work, son. You were getting a little bit out of position. There's the SCV. It's going to get out of there. It's seen what it needs to see. He's going to take that intel back home. Tell his master what happened. And he does get the double gas down as well. So very well done there. I'm actually kind of curious, to be honest with you, whether or not he ended up seeing that. And did not see that gas at all here. Did he see the second gas? Did not see any gas. I have no idea that there's gas on the field. Not that that would have helped him at all. But it would have helped him in the higher leagues. I will tell you that much. So double gas is mining out here, 3 and 3. Nothing coming out as of yet for Rastaa as far as add-ons for his barracks. Might be saving up the money, might be looking to maybe expand, knowing his opponent is setting up for the expo as well. Or might like to look to put on a little bit of early game pressure. There's the cannon finishing up there, and we are going to get ourselves a Z-Lot on the map. Very well done there. Have to imagine the Cyber Core will be shortly following up. Does have 3-2 on the gas, and looking at a very decent probe count, continuing the chrono boost out there. So very well done by Cake. My good man, you're looking pretty damn good there. Orbital command is out for Rastaa. Very impressive there. And has himself with a factory, so he's going D1-1. Looks like Marine Marauder type build so far. Or might be getting into Widow Mines. We'll soon find out. In the meantime, there he's building himself down another supply depot. Make sure he doesn't get supply capped. Very good job. Usually in the lower level leagues tend to get supply blocked almost once a game. But he is actually quite up on his food count. Cake, in the meantime, is working himself towards a supply block. But let's see what he's got going on down here. It is the Cyber Core. Very well done there. So we'll soon find out what he's going to tech into, as he really has lots of options. At this point, does plant the pylon on just in time. So decent job. It does actually do the old switcheroo. Very well done. Good to go tech lab. So more than likely going to see some tanks come out of here, I would have to imagine. And yes, it is. It is going to be a tank coming down here. And we do have the barracks and a second factory. So definitely going fairly heavy on the mech. Definitely a good build. Haven't seen a good mech build out of a Terran in quite a while here. And we are having ourselves a fairly good mining time up here. Only 13 on the minerals, though. Could be a little bit higher on that. Maybe to drop down a mule at the same time. Has enough energy. In the meantime, there we are getting warp gate technology coming out of our good man Cake. And he's going to plant down a cannon right in the middle line. Nicely placed. You always want to place it right in the middle so it doesn't quite get in the way of your miners. And also, is that another one going down in the background there? It is too. So he has 2 in the mineral line there. Will definitely help him against drops or any sort of early harassment here. We are sitting at the 6-minute mark. I would have to imagine that Cake might look to expand, but he is getting himself down a second gateway and is getting a couple of sentries. Good to have early sentries. Very well done. Cake looking pretty good early in the game here. He's got his game face on. In the meantime, opponent is definitely pumping the tanks out here. Does have himself down a good old armory as well here. So it is going to be Thor. Thor is here. Thor is not here yet, but Thor is coming, I'm sure. Use your mine army, or he might just be looking to upgrade the tanks. Who knows? We'll soon find out here. So he is going to look to get down his second barracks. And aside from that there, he does have the orbital down, and the mules are dropping. Very well done, is making use of that orbital. Super job out of him here, and we are going with the 4-gate technology, so pretty standard build out of Cake so far. Does do the scan, realizes his opponent hasn't expanded, so he's not very far behind, but does see the cannon up there, which should be enough to fend this army off, hopefully, depending on how well he places these siege tanks here. Actually, it shouldn't fend that army off at all. So siege tank should be able to massacre that cannon, but at the same time, with some good micro out of Cake, might be able to handle this here. We'll see how he does, actually. This should be fairly interesting. This will be silver approaching a bronze player, so it should be very curious. Should be very even skill level between the two. And we'll soon find out how Cake is going to handle this, as he's going to be forced to in about 3, 2, and we're going to stop a little bit short while we wait for one straggling tank to get up there so we can get 3 tanks in there. He doesn't know the cannons there, so I'd have to imagine he's going to plant them in siege mode right outside the base, just in range of the cannon. Not in range of the cannon, just in range so siege tank can hit the cannon. He does have the one selected there. He's going to move him up, try and get him in the perfect positioning here. Slowly moving forward, trying to figure out what that range is there. There's his range, not quite enough to hit the cannon, but might try and coax that army down here. That should be enough to hit something. Maybe not. He might need to get the vision up there. He's just going to move some of the Marines. All 3 tanks in good positioning. Going to try and draw this army into this here. We'll see whether or not that works out for him here. As he is kind of lining this baby up, he's continuing to rally them all down here. We're going to bring a couple more Marines in there. Feels he needs a little bit more support. Might want to run a scan just so he knows what he's running into here, as we are getting some more of an army down here. And hallucinated Phoenix. Very well done. Cake, like to see that. So he does fly over. Cake knows the army's there now. That's very helpful. And look at the Marines. Oh, they got a little bit excited there. We're going to chase down that Phoenix there, but he did see that right away, so gets him back. And has a bunch more Wilds. That's going to be fun. Oh, boy. Oh, no, Cake. This is trouble. I'm kind of feeling for you, my good man. This could be a lot of trouble. There's a lot of tanks he's bringing down to your end here. Let's take a look. Oh, and in the meantime, he's getting an upgrade as well. Stargate coming down for our good man Cake. If we take a look here, it is the 5 Stalkers, the 1 Zealot, 2, and the 2 Sentries with the 8 Marines, 6 tanks on the field now, and 1 random Hellion. So that tank's actually going to get in a way bit better position. That tank should be able to shoot something, I would have to imagine. Or maybe not. Doesn't quite have the vision up there as of yet. But once he moves some units up there, he's going to start firing away like crazy. There's our Warp Gate technology coming up for tank. And the Marines are ready. This is a very big army. Not too sure how Cake's going to handle. Wow! Look at the tank shots going off there. Guardian Shield right away. Very well done by Cake here. Gets a few shots off there. Needs to get the vision back up there. They're going to get back up there one more time. He's not too sure how to handle this here. Oh, Cake is in a lot of trouble. Oh, but if he gets rid of that Hellion, that'll be it. Tanks are basically useless now. They can't see up there. Not gonna, oh, they can see up there. What does he? Oh, he scanned up there. There you go. And he does actually bring all of these stalkers down here. Oh, Cake, my good man. Not very good. This is very big trouble for him here. The wall has been broken into. This looks like the end of Cake here. He's got no units. He does have a lot of drones or probes on the map, though. Cake is in a lot of trouble. Getting beat down pretty good here. These tanks are just doing a ton of damage there. There goes his gateway. And going to lose the cyber core shortly after here. 1 Marine is up there. This looks like the end. 2 Zealots on the map here. Let's take a look what Cake's got up here. Oh, he's got some air units. Oh, baby! Voids! Cake, my man! You're making me proud. Bringing them out. If we take a look down here, he's just going to continue with the tanks and Marines here. Keep them coming down the other end here. Going to take out the expansion here. In the meantime there, Cake's going to want to try and get up to at least the 4 Voids. I don't know if 2 will be enough, but he doesn't have a lot of Marines. He's really tank heavy, so those 2 Voids might actually be enough to bring down here. Let's see what Cake decides to do here. He's trying to rally up as much as he can. Oh, Marines are going to get up there. That's going to be big trouble. He's going to lose all these Marines quite easily. Trying to draw the army in. Does draw the Zealots in. Does draw everything in there. But now the Voids are going to go to work and clean this army up. This is a lot of trouble. He decides to move that tank in. That's expendable. And here we go. He's just going to sit there and take it. Oh, no, this isn't very good at all. He's going to end up losing the second one. Good prismatic alignment. Takes that one out. We'll try and take the air tank out here. He's got to retreat. Doesn't have enough Marines to deal with this. This is going to be a lot of trouble for him. Those Voids are going to go out here. They're going to take out another tank, possibly. It's going to be close. Yes, gets a kill on that tank here. Has really evened this up. 4 Voids to 4 tanks and 7 Marines there. He's going to continue across. Might want to wait till the air 2 get there to help him out. So very good job going right to the Voids. I will say that much by Cake. Looking good, my good man. Voids are good against everything in this game here. There's the other 2 going up here. Does he have some more building? Yes, he does. Going to continue with him. Needs to keep Chrono boosting them out, which he is doing very well. Opponent is not expanding. This is where the lower leagues fail. They don't macro at the same time as they're microing. He needed to get that expansion out off of that attack, and he would have been way ahead, but he hasn't done so. This is allowing our good man Cake to get back in this game. There's the other 2 Voids. Going to pile up in the 4. And then he's going to be able to move across here. Starport is building up here very, very slowly, so that will definitely help. Maybe get some medevacs on the field to help out this Marines. Needs something to deal with those Voids anyways here. And we have got it. Thor is coming. Yes, I love Thors. So Thor is going to make their way on the map here. Finally, he's starting to get the expansion out, so we'll get the command center built in his base, ready to fly out. Thor is here. Yes! Thor is ready for this one here. But it does look like in the meantime here, we are going to move out here with the 4 voids. This could be a lot of trouble. Only 11 Marines, but the 2 Thors will definitely be enough to help out here. Should have enough to fend this off with 13 Marines and 2 Thors, but we'll soon find out here as he's moved in the side of the base here. That army is not ready. That army is actually moving across here. So they're heading out across the map. He's trying to get turrets down, but too little, too late. There's the voids, and they're just going to go to town here. Look at this baby's gold. They're going to try to take out the add-on. Very well done by getting rid of that reactor. And here we go. Now they're going to see what they can do. Take out another one of those building turrets. Take out the one that was building there as well. And now he's just going to go to work on the workers here. And his work count isn't very high. As you can see here, he's losing a lot of workers here. And he's forcing half the army back here. Here comes the Thors. Now this is what he needs. He's going to try and go to work. Prismatic alignment comes down here. He's going to melt that Thor very quickly here. Marines are trying to come out here. This is going to be a lot of trouble. A lot of Marines coming in here, but they're just melting left, right, and center here. Don't even know if they're going to take one out here. Does take out one eventually there. Might lose a second one. Going to be very close. Not quite, though. Doing a lot of damage. Taking out all the workers. This man's going to be pissed now. What did he do with the rest of his army? He's trying for a base race. Bringing the tanks up here. Going to bring him to the top of the map. See what kind of damage he can do if he starts sieging up here. Needs to siege up right around those Stargates here to prevent any more damage from happening. But in the meantime there, his base is just getting massacred. Brings him in the mineral line. Needs to siege him up here or just leave him on siege. Whatever your choice is there. Cannon's going to work on him. Cannon ends up going down here. There's the siege mode. In the meantime here, we are melting away at his command center. And he has $1,000 in the bank though if he needs to do anything with it here. Not too sure who's actually going to win this base race. It's going to be fairly close here. Is it melting all the workers, or at least as many as it can? Cake not building anything else, but does have 7 voids, and 7 voids is going to be a lot to deal with. He is going to work over here. Taking a look up here. He is trying to build as many turrets as he wants here. Bringing in the voids there. Voids need to go to work on that. Come on, prismatic alignment. Just that one Thor to go here, and then he will have his way with the rest of the tanks, and he does so very well done. Cake should have this wrapped up here as he is going to clean up the rest of this army. All he's got left is 2 Marines in the base here. Cleans up that last tank there. Brings back a couple more voids here. Cleaned up everything in the main here. There's a couple of them. Good counter. Very polite. I love to see that. Wow. That was a very impressive game, I will say that. My condolences go out to you, Rastaa. My congrats to you, Cake. You did well, son. I will leave you with this. If it ain't the 32-inch TV, it ain't the 60-inch Toshiba. It's that damn thing hanging on the wall over there, and you forgot to buy a fly swatter. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.